I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. I have something to talk about that my daddy want me to talk to y'all about. How he choose his chosen ones. Okay. Now, some of the things I'm finna say is part into some of the stuff I said when I said that he chose us to be chosen now. It might be similar to the one that I talked about the first time, but it's not the same. Okay? All right, so when I was young and I fell out the window when I was young, and my daddy, um, I didn't know that I was chosen then. I didn't know it. And as I got older and I got with my family, my children's, I always told my children that if God ever called on me, I will put everything down and pick up my cross and walk with him. That's what I told my children. But had no idea that God had marked me already. I never knew that he had already marked me for me to be chosen. I never knew that. I didn't never know that I was his child. I didn't even know that. That was a shock to me when I found out that I was his child. I just thought I was a normal person. I really did. I didn't know that I was God's daughter. I didn't know that. But I love it, that I found out that God is my daddy. And I just, I'm overwhelmed. I'm happy. And I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic over it because like, wow, I'm I'm the child of the creator. And I just love that I am his child, that I am written in the book. I'm in the book. And I'm like, whoa, I'm in the Bible? Yes, I am in the book. I never knew that. But I always listen to the video. I always listen to the Bible. And I always heard in the Bible they said that he had another child and he had a daughter, but I had no idea that I was the one. I always heard it, but I never knew that I was the one that he was speaking about. So when I found out, I was like, wow, I was overwhelmed, like blown away. Like, oh my God, I'm God's daughter. I am the creator of all creators, the beginning and the end. Wow. I was ecstatic. Like, oh my God. I thought I was in a dream world or something like I'm in the Twilight Zone? It's the truth. I'll tell you. I'm thinking I'm in the Twilight Zone. Like, seriously? But when I found out, it down on me like, okay, you know, I feel good about it. So I don't think that I'm better than nobody else just because I'm God's daughter. I don't think that I'm just me. That's me. I'm just Phyllis. That's who I am. I always been me, and that's all I want to be is me. I'm not trying to be better than nobody else, and I'm not trying to think that I'm better than anybody else. No, I'm just me. I'm a down to earth, cool person. You know, it's just that I don't play games. That's all. I just do not play games. I can socialize with you, kick it with you, but if you cross me, then you're going to see the real true person of me. That's just how I am. I can be cool with you, But if you try to cross me, then you're going to see another side of me that you don't want to see. That's just the way I am. Okay. So that's a little bit of something about me. I'm a cool person now. I love everybody. I ain't got nothing against nobody, period. But if somebody cross me, they going to see the another side that they never seen to me. And that's just how I am. And that's one side that I just don't want to bring out. And I'm going to tell you something. We all have a light side and we all have a dark side. And I do have a dark side. I do. And that's just one dark side I do not want to bring out. I'd rather stay on my light side and leave the dark side where it's supposed to be. That's the way I am. So if you treat me right, I'm going to treat you right. That's just how it is. You be good to me, I'm going to be good to you. I'm a good person. I do what I can for everybody. I love everybody. If anybody need anything from me, I will help them. That's just how I am. I don't like to try to do nothing to have nobody, to have no enemies. I'm not that type. I don't want enemies. I want people to like me as I like them. I don't want no problems with nobody. I'm just me. That's how I am. I'm just a good person. I love being nice and I just love loving everybody. I don't want to have no problems with nobody. Period. So, enough about me. He choose his chosen ones. It's sometimes it go through like a Christ thing that you get chosen through God. It depends on what you do, what the things that you go through. See, you don't know because everybody is not chosen. Even if they go through something bad in their life, that don't mean that they are chosen. Okay? That's what y'all got to understand. You have to be marked by God to be chosen. You have to be marked. That means that he has to put some kind of mark on you to let you know that you are who he want to work for. That's what he does. He put a mark on his people, just like the devil do. Like the devil, he put a mark on his people. That's how they know them his people. That's his people because he marked his people just the same way God marked his people. Okay, so sometimes sometimes people go through a tragedy to know that um, God have chose them. It's like, okay, say for instance that you hanging with some game bangers. Okay, this is just an example. And the game bangers take you somewhere. You thinking that you going to just kick it with them, just kick it, hang out and stuff with them. Then next thing you know, you end up in a place that they took you that you know that you got yourself into that you can't get yourself out of. So you trying to get out of this trap that they put you in. And once you try to get out that trap, you so caught up in it, but you trying to get out of it and you can't. Then all of a sudden you get shot. Okay? So say you get shot in the head. Okay? But you don't die. It's because God, it's not your time. It's because God wants you here for a reason. Because see, you gotta understand that a lot of people die when they get shot in the head because it be their time. Some people when they get shot, it's not their time. It's because God got a plan for them on this earth that He want them to do down here. So it don't be their time to go. Cause sometimes when you get shot, you can get shot in your head and it miss your mind and miss your brain and go somewhere else. Or the bullet can break into your brain, but it turned into a little fragments into your brain. So that means that God just exploded that bullet so it won't mess with your mind because He needs you to do work on this earth. And then people be wondering like, How did you make it through that? You made it through it because God wanted you here. It wasn't your time to go. It was for you to do things that God wants you to do down here. But even though He saved you through that bullet, it's not the point that even though He saved you through that bullet, that means that don't mean that you chosen, because you will know when you chosen. It'll be a mark on you, and it don't have to be the bullet. It's a mark that He put on you, and then when the time for Him to call on you, then you will know why you was chosen. He just saved you because He needed you, but you was already chosen, but you didn't know you was chosen. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to explain it the best as I can. That's what He does. Even though you get shot, don't mean that you can be chosen because you got shot. It's a mark that He puts on you. And when He put that mark on you and you didn't die, it's because you was marked to be here on this earth to do His will, to work for Him. And that's how He chooses His people. He marks the people that He want to work for Him. So He has a lot of chosens out here that they are marked. And I'm quite sure that they know that they marked now, because I think that they didn't know at first that He had marked them. I don't think they knew that. But I think they know now that they've been marked. That's why they call the chosen one, because He marked us. And when He marked us, that means that nothing that a person can do cannot hurt us, because He got us marked, and He makes sure that we are safe, where nothing can harm us, because we are His chosen ones. So that's how He choose His people. He mark us. And when He call on us, we know in the back of our mind, we know that we got something to do, but we don't know what it is at that time. Is that He put us in a situation where He want us by ourselves, so He can let us know that it's our time to work for Him. He do something. I don't know. I don't know how we know, but we know when He's calling on us. We just feel something. We just know something. And we know that we have to put everything else aside, drop everything, and come towards His way. We just know it in the back of our mind. We just know that we got something to do, but we don't know what it is, but we know we got something to do. Because if we in a situation and we can't get out of that situation, then we know that once we get out that situation, we know that God got us out of that situation, because He got something for us to do. That's how we know. And then we end up in a place that, like, wow, we be like, tell you the truth, we be still asleep. We don't even know. We be thinking that we just normal people. We do. We don't even know that that we've been chose. We just thinking we just normal, regular people. Until God call on us, and then we find out that we not normal, regular people. We not. We don't be knowing it. We don't be knowing it until He call on us. And we just be blown away like, wow. And then we find out, because we already know we got gifts. We already know the things that we be doing. So we be thinking that, we already know that God gave us gifts. And we be using our gifts, but we don't be knowing at the time that we are the chosen ones for Him to work for. We just know we got gifts. And we know that we using our gifts, that we helping it. We working to help people for the good. But we don't know that He's getting ready to call on us for us to show the whole wide world our gifts, even though we be showing it to our families and friends or whatever. But we know we didn't ever think that we would have to show it to the whole wide world. We never thought that it was going to go that way. And then when we find out that we have to do it to show everybody, and that He done called us and help us to put everything down and pick up our cross to walk with Him, That's like, whoa, that blows us away. It's like, wow, we shocked. Like, wow, we are really the chosen ones. Like, we are really in the Bible. Like, wow, it's overwhelming to us. It's really overwhelming. So that's how he choose his people. He don't just pick any random person to work for him. No, you have to be chosen. You have to be marked by God to work for him. You got to be marked. So the new generations that's coming up now, the children's, you better believe that these kids, these star seeds, are chosen. They are marked to work for God. So when we get through doing what we're doing, it's going to be new disciples that's coming in that God done chose, that's going to come in and step in, and they're going to have to put everything down and pick up their cross and walk with God. So God picks people to walk with him. That's what he does. That's what my daddy does. So I hope this makes sense to y'all, because I tried to explain it to y'all as best as I could. So that's what he does. And this is what I wanted to talk to y'all about. And this is what my daddy wanted me to tell y'all about. He just don't pick any random person that he choose to work for him. No, you have to be marked by him to be a chosen one. So that's what he does. So this is what I wanted to say. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day. Jesus love you. Father love you. The Holy Ghost love you. Everybody loves you. Everybody. Thank y'all for listening to me. I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good day and a blessed day. Thank you for listening to me.